Okay, so let's check the next program. So we have var a1 equals Tommy dot split, var a2 equals a1 dot reverse, var a3 equals Henfield dot split. Okay, so a2 dot push of a3 is done. Then we are trying to get the a1 dot length and a1 dot slice of -1. Okay, we are also printing a2 dot length and a2 dot slice of -1. Okay, so let's execute this particular program. So if you see the output here, we have array1, which is printed using console.log, and then we have a1 dot length as 6 and a1 dot slice of -1, which gives us Henfield, okay, which is separated by comma. Then we have array2, which is printed using console.log. We have a2 dot length, which is 6 again, and a2 dot slice of -1 gives us Henfield, which is separated by commas. Okay, so if you observe here, we have this a1 and a2. Actually, they both are the same. Okay, that is, they contain Tommy, which is reversed. Okay, and we have this Henfield also. So what happens here is, okay, if I repeat, a2 contains Tommy, which is reversed. a2 also contains Henfield. So that way a1 contains Tommy, which is reversed, and a1 also contains Henfield. Okay, now calling an array object's reverse function doesn't only return the array in reverse order, it also reverses the order of the array itself. That's why when you do a a1 dot reverse, a1 dot reverse doesn't just reverse Tommy, it makes sure that it modifies a1 as well. So that way a1, which contains Tommy, after reversing it contains YMMOT. Okay, so the reverse method returns a reference to the array itself. So here in this case it's a1. As a result, a2 is simply a reference, that's more like a copy. Okay, so a2 is just a reference to a1. So therefore, when anything is done to a2, that is when we invoke a2 dot push of a3, a1 will be affected as well, since a1 and a2 are simply references to the same object. Okay, so passing an array to the push method of another array pushes that entire array as a single element onto the end of the array. As a result, the statement a2 dot push of a3 adds a3 in its entirety as a single element to the end of a2. Okay, so that is, it doesn't concatenate the two arrays. Okay, so to concatenate the two arrays we use concat. Okay, so when we did a2 dot push of a3, we had a2 which had got Tommy, which is reversed, and then we had this Henfield also, okay, separately pushed as an array. So a2 contains Tommy, which is reversed, and Henfield separately. Okay, so if we talk about slice, so JavaScript also encourages negative subscripts in calls to array methods like slice as a way of referencing elements at the end of the array. Okay, so here a subscript of -1 indicates the last element of the array. So that's why when we did a1 dot slice of -1, we got Henfield as the output. Okay.